well, I'm at the, what was it called? Oh yeah, I'm at the Fairplex. I'm at the Los Angeles County Fair. It's actually the 100th anniversary, although it should be their 98th anniversary since they didn't do one in 2020 and 2021. I don't remember seeing this caboose. Oh my gosh, there's no wheels on it. Let me take a picture of it. Let this guy go through. Well, there it is. Man, I didn't want to see 4014 go. I really didn't want it to go. But they should have gotten another one. Oh wait, I forgot this was the Southern California chapter of the Railway and Local Historical Society. Look, this is my all-time favorite. It's my all-time favorite. The Hudson. Oh, look at this one. Well, at least 414 is moving again. That's a good thing. Haven. Come on in. Whoa. Look at that. They got all time of related things. My favorite's gotta be the Elka PA right here. And look, they even got some pictures right here. Ooh. Or Southern, what is that? I thought this was like a flashlight for a second right there. Well, here are some blueprints for 2014. There. More. Build a more chart. Ah, I feel cool air right here. I remember the day I was taught. Huh? Whoa, there's a bell right here. Oh, you can't move it. Oh yes, the golden spike.
October 16th, found 4014 traveling from Yuma, Casa Grande, Arizona, near the outskirts of Phoenix.
Wow.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Well, these DVDs. Oh my god! I should get this one. Let's see. Oh wow, look at that. I wonder which one I should get. Let me go ask. Excuse me. How much are the DVDs?
The prices are all on them, on the back.
Wait, they are?
You just pull the backs down.
$30. Oh my gosh. I don't think my mom will let me. Sorry, it's just like my mom doesn't let me buy expensive stuff. Oh, look. It's time to ride on. 45. Oh no, 34.50. I made an Edges of Santa Fe episode of the. I made the episode of it about the 3450 and its siblings. There is another Hudson. 3463 in Topeka, Kansas. Alright. Time to get inside. Wow. What was that? Oh, there's the $5. Oh wait, sorry. That's cool. Which one is the whistle?
The whistle?
What?
The whistle?
Oh, Ava, I think this is the whistle. No, that string.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, blow it.
Oh. Can I? Oh, wow. Cool.
Let me do it like in when you're approaching to a railroad crossing.
Then how do you do it? Am I
That is cool.
You're going to take a picture.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Gosh, sorry. Is that one the bell? Can I ring it? I'm ringing the bell.
Oh, wait, is it bell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here? No, right
Hey,
there.
you do that one at the same time.
Okay, let's do it if we're nearby a railroad crossing.
3, 2,
Come on.
1.
Harder even.
3, 2, 1.
That is very cool. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Excuse me. United States Polish Company. Oh my goodness. It's Southern Pacific 5021. The only surviving 410-2. Now there's a 210-4. You don't get to see a 410-2. Time to go inside the baggage car even. You thought that was a real horse?
It is a real horse. It's just sleeping awake.
Look at all these. These must be very sharp to poke at.
That's how you went with the earthquake?
Oh wait, earthquake of San Fernando Valley.
I think you meant San Francisco.
It says San Fernando.
They have a toilet in the open?
Toilet? Oh, I didn't see that right there.
This is a,
No one wants to be in there. Hey Ava, you want to know something? Most people are not allowed to blow 5021's whistle because it's known as the loudest whistle of the museum.
let's go.
Okay. Well, my mom wants to take a picture. As usual. More like always.
But again, I'm not even making an effort to stop because I can't risk. I'm not risking my life because if I stop this train and then I start it again and I still have 100 miles to go to the next town, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough water to get there.
That's right.
We'll ask you some
I'm
questions.
not worried.
What is the degree of that the highest degree?
Maximum degree of
maximum
incline?
incline? Yeah, you can climb.
Well, it depends on how fast you're going, but at some point, your incline is going to outweigh the size of your train, right? I mean, if my incline is 20 degrees, and I hit that degree with this train at 60 miles an hour, it's probably going to end up bad. Okay, so it's very slow.
Oh, looks like I'm not gonna blow the 50-21 whistle. I did hear it was it's really loud. Well, they're not gonna let anyone blow the whistle because they told me it's like very loud. So yeah. Oh, let's go inside William B. Fitcher. Yeah, where's my name? Joe. What the heck? Oh, look at this little switcher. Okay. It's Centennial! Look at the Centennial. Oh man! Wait, it's called. Oh wait. Oh wow.
We got the air conditioning running, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I didn't know they had AC.
Me neither.
Yeah, well, the car was built with air conditioning originally.
Really?
Well, actually not originally as constructed in 1923. That was added when the car was refitted in 1935. But it did have its own air conditioning unit in it.
Wow.
Of course, that one is not the unit that it's currently using now. We have a larger AC unit sitting on the ground outside, and so the air is piped in.
Oh, wow.
May I ask what this passenger car was built for?
This was built and operated primarily as a parlor car. That's how it was built in 1923, and it operated in that service until its 1935 refitting. It originally had an observation platform on the back end of the car where you just came in through a minute ago.
Oh.
During the 1935 refitting, the observation deck was removed, and the car's length was actually extended about 2 or 3 feet.
Really?
Yeah. And in the display case right here, we've got a set of original Pullman china that was used on this particular car. Well, we don't know if this actual specific set was used on this car, but that's the same type of pattern for china that would have been used on this car.
May I ask what this car was pulled by? Like any railroads that used it?
When the car was originally built, it was leased out to various companies. Back then, Pullman was not in the practice of selling every car that they built to the individual railroad companies. Some bought their own cars, but for the higher end first class services like parlors and sleepers, the cars were often leased out to the railroads by Pullman, who had kept ownership of the equipment and employed their own staff to work on the cars when they were in operation.
Oh.
This car operated primarily in the Midwest, and then after it was refitted in 1935, it was leased out to the Nickel Plate Railway Company, running primarily on passenger trains between St. Louis and Cleveland.
Well, that's cool.
And then when Pullman divested their operational assets and ceased operating the cars themselves, the car was sold to the Nickel Plate directly, who purchased it along with several of its sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And it continued to operate as a sleeper lounge until 1959, when it was converted to a business car, and it ran in that service until 1964, when the railroad retired it, and it was purchased by a private group in Los Angeles and brought out here.
Oh, wow.
Ran in charter service until the early 70s. Ended up at a real estate company in Anaheim. Was used as a field office for a housing development down there. And then when that was finished, the real estate company gave us the car after one of our volunteers tracked the car down to the site in Anaheim where the housing was being built. Then they asked the company if they would be willing to give the car to us once they were done building all those new homes. And the company agreed to give us the car once we were done with it. And we've had it here in the fairgrounds since 1980. If you look back over here is the kitchen in the car that was built when the car was being refitted in 1935. This was not originally part of the car in 1923 when it was built. This was added during the 1935 refit. And there's what the car originally looked like in 1964 when it was brought out here from Ohio.
Oh, wow.
And the other picture right there, leaning up against the wall in front of the sink, is another car of the exact same type. It's an identical sister car to this one.
It looks like it was bought by the Norfolk Western.
That's probably just the color that was chosen by the nickel plate, because the car never actually ran on the N&W. Both that car and this one were used mostly on the nickel plate.
Oh.
And the NKP did use that same Tuscan red color scheme on some of their passenger cars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the kitchen was refitted in the 1950s, so what you see in there is what would have been considered state-of-the-art in 1955 when the kitchen was upgraded. And right here is what used to be the women's restroom. When it became a business car in 1959, extra sinks were added, along with a shower right back here behind the door.
Oh, wow.
And there's the toilet through the other doorway right there.
This is a lot better than I thought.
I know, right?
And farther down is the day coach area, which became sleeper compartments when the car was refitted in 35. Right here is what the compartments would look like during the day when the beds were not dropped down. There would be tables on each side of the walkway, so you could sit here and play cards, read a book or a newspaper. And then at night, this is what it would look like. The porters would come in and drop the top bunk beds down. And when these would drop down, there would usually be another mattress and another set of bedding and blankets up here for the passengers who were using the bottom bunk. Each quadrant would have 8 passengers altogether, 4 on each side of the aisle. So you would have 2 on each top bunk, and then 2 on each of the bottom bunks in each section of the car. And all of the light fixtures in this car, plus the curtains on the bed units and the windows, are all authentic to this car. This is all original. The only fixtures in the car that are not original are the 3 fans that are in here, the women's restroom, and the lounge at the back end of the car, plus the chairs. And everything else in this car is original to its 1923 construction. This was originally a full sleeping berth, just like the rest of the car, but when it was rebuilt in the 1930s, half of this compartment was removed, and the water heater was put in a new cabinet that was built in place of the beds that used to be in this spot. It was a coal-fired water heater. It heated the water to make steam for the various devices in the car for heating, power, and other things. And then right back here is what used to be the men's restroom, and then during the 1935 refit, this became the crew restroom. So the kitchen staff plus the porters would use this when they needed to shower or go to the restroom, and what used to be the ladies' restroom became the general restroom for the passengers. And that's how the car operated until 1959 when this became a business car. And then it was sold into private ownership in 1964 and brought out here shortly after.
What an interesting story.
Luckily, we got this car when we did, because if not, it probably would have ended up going to scrap.
Yeah. What an interesting story for a passenger car like this one.
Thank you so much for your information.
Thank you.
I've been studying this kind of stuff since I was a little kid. Yeah, not
Time to ride Centennial Union Pacific Centennial, aka DDA 40X 6915. Okay. Okay. Oh,
Used to back when I was a kid.
there's DDA 40X aka Centennial. Oh my god. DD40X. Wow. I don't know who even did that. Oh man, you can't go inside. I was hoping to blow the horn. I'm gonna blow 9,000 to whistle. Union Pacific 9,000.
You like it? Come on, baby. Come here, baby.
Okay. That's the world's largest diesel locomotive. This was used in Union Pacific's in freight trades.
No, I don't think you can go inside this one. Hey, Mommy, I don't think you can go inside this one.
Sometimes they'll let you, but I guess not today. It's time to blow the world's non-articulated steam locomotive with the richest Frank 9,000. This is a very large locomotive right here. This used to be 4014's place, but now they replaced it with a diesel. It's not really that great to see. What I've heard is that it's the only operational locomotive in their collection. Hey, Avon. It's 9,000. It's a 412-2.
Oh, is that the 9,000 we already for?
No, it's a 412-2. It's the world's non-articulated. I guess that's where they get Big Boy 4014 out of there. One thing,
Big boy in California.
there used to be one, but then Union Pacific began focusing on 4014, which was used to be on display here, and moved it out of Pomona and moved it to Cheyenne, Wyoming to be restored. And they replaced it. Their only replacement was a diesel.
Which diesel?
This one, this SD40-2. It's not that really interesting to see, right?
Yeah, it is, bro. It's a train.
We keep seeing those like every day.
And we see that every day. We see these every day.
We don't see this one.
Yes, we do.
It's
They're all
9,000.
the same thing. The numbers don't matter. They're all the same thing.
What about the wheel arrangement?
What about it?
And then all the way at the front, that gray section up there.
Okay, man. It's a coal burner.
It's called to
Those are
burn.
going to be just basically
Yeah.
a round cylinder with
Why is
tubes
there a
inside of it,
drum?
where all the water is being
A what?
evaporated into steam.
To grind up the coal.
May I ask, like, what is a modern equipment? Like,
Excuse me.
So like a diesel, like this over here. So here you have a
really diesel.
Yep. So you have so the big thing in the middle there is the diesel engine. The diesel engine, all it's actually doing is making electricity. So there's a big 600-volt DC generator attached to it, and it puts electricity down with big electric
Jump
motors.
off, jump off, jump off.
I ain't gonna drop off 9,000.
Yeah, here we have a lot more components going to it. We're obviously boiling water. We have a
Even,
lot more space.
I want you to say yes or no to
Here,
this
all the
answer, to
power
this
is
question.
going to it, how
Do you
big
think
it is.
9,000 will
Here
ever
you
be
can restored?
restored?
Power in a smaller package.
No.
Yeah.
And you can only say yes one time, and you can only
Well,
say
we're
no
not
one
going
time.
that far. So
Hey, but it's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm not, okay, well,
We're
come
not
here.
going very far. We're
Yeah,
only
that's
going
what I'm
2
talking
hours.
about. You can only say yes one time and no one
Gosh,
time.
sorry about that, guys.
Are you stupid?
Mostly what? Yeah, we on our
Are you
coal,
stupid?
we're burning about
No.
200 tons an hour here at coal. We'll probably
I
buy
said no. I can only say no one time. Oh, yes, one time. Okay? Yes, one time. Okay. Well, you said no, so.
Hello. Which part is the whistle?
This is the whistle right here.
Oh, can I blow it?
Yeah, absolutely. Just pull it all the way down.
Like,
I have a question. What is this for?
What is that chamber in there for?
Yeah.
So that's your firebox in there. So that's where all the coal is going to be burnt in there to make the heat, to make the steam that we're going to use.
My brother said that the drill. What is that? Why is there a drill back there?
So what that's going to do is, because this engine has a lot of appetite for coal, we can't shovel it fast enough. So that big bit in there is a screw that takes the coal under the floor and brings it right in the firebox for us.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have to shovel it.
Okay.
I don't think 9000 will ever operate again, right?
You never know. Did you think a big boy would ever operate again?
Well, a big boy is operating right now, so
Yeah.
anything's possible.
Exactly right. So you never know.
Oh, wow.
You never know.
We have to convert this into an oil burner because coal is banned in California.
Ideally, an oil burner is better. I mean, there are coal burning steam engines if you're familiar with any of the engines around the East Coast, but oil is an easier fuel source to get and burn, no doubt.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
How many people are supposed to operate the train?
Minimum of 2.
There's 3 seats.
So yeah, so the third seat over there could be for a passenger, somebody who wants to learn, a student, somebody just wants to be up here, a foreman, a brakeman maybe, but only 2 people. Fireman over there on the left, engineer on the right.
Oh.
Time to touch 9000's tender. Well, let's go inside that caboose, Steven.
Okay, first it wins.
First, I'm gonna go inside there first.
Oh,
Ah.
a bed. I can wait.
There's even a sink right there.
That's for your mom. Jeez.
The tracks are right there.
That's what your mom said.
Look at that face.
Chill. Hey, you! That's what your mom said.
That's what your dad said.
Where's mommy?
Over there.
Okay, bring her. Please show her something.
Mommy.
Where's she? Oh, there we go. Mommy, I want to show you something inside this chair. Angel, don't tell her.
I'm gonna look around, Mommy.
I want to show you something. Remember how it's
I always see those like every day. That's what it was built for. It was built for the Missouri Pacific. It was in Seattle? Huh. I'm gonna have a great day here. Skunskit. Let's see. Oh, it was originally built for the Santa Fe, but then it was sold off to the Outer Harbor Terminal Railway. Well, at least this ex-Santa Fe switcher is on display. Centennial. Time to take a picture of this caboose. This is the only Southern Pacific steamboat. Yeah, let me take a few pictures. Oh man, they would guard off 1521s. I love steam engines built by Baldwin Locomotive Works. I think Baldwin makes like more historic steam engines, but this one is built by the American Locomotive Company, or ALCO. Glad to get. I'm so happy to see a 464 Hudson, especially for this Hudson. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? 3450. There's so many people here. Well, that was it. The Southern California chapter of the Railway and Locomotive Historical Society, also known as the RailGiants Train Museum. Well, it was a great video to make. We'll gotta go now.